Hey, good morning. Hey, okay, we talked about being secured. Hold back the wind and the waves. Do not hurt the corn, the wine, and the oil. Four corners of the earth. So, when it comes to America, we have these three prominent, dominant areas where the principalities have resided for a long time, and they are, how do you say it? They are not allowed. That's a bigger word, I guess. Not allowed to touch the anointed, but there's a lot of people that are not really anointed. They're like kind of wishy-washy. So these three areas in the United States of America, we're talking Tampa Bay area, but actually the devil's elbow. That's where the devil flexes his elbow. And Santa Monica is where the devil rules the west coast of LA, and the adjacent one, San Francisco, and then Long Island. So the because the people, the leadership has failed to enter. The leadership has failed to enter that these principalities are allowed to do certain things. It's hold my phone. Hold my phone. So they're allowed to manifest certain things and allowed to terrorize certain people. So now the manifestations, because we have watched the Dog and Pony Show. We have watched the liars on stage, and in a lot of ways, we can't do nothing about it in the natural realm, but in the spiritual realm, that's where the war is actually fought. So Michael, Gabriel, Uriel, or Ariel, and Michael, Gabriel, Uriel, and Raphael are at a stance, um, a position. They're in position to help at a moment's notice. But in the meantime, the leadership has to be terrorized. And I'm talking about the church leadership that is church in name only. They're Christ in name only. They say Christ is in. Like if you claim you are a Christian, we hope Jesus' Spirit arises in you and you are protected. Like we talked about the seven sons of one Sceva, the leadership. So the seven in that negative form, Paul we know, Jesus we know, but who are you? So the intensity of the war, and I have no concerns or no worries, but I have to give you an update. So the update is the enemy in these four areas, which two of them are in California, but the main ones is Santa Monica, just in Manatee County, if you want specifics, and Long Island. So Long Island, Manatee County, and Santa Monica are these two major pivotal points to where the leadership has failed to enter in. And then there's other areas too that these territorial demons are fierce. They're, Michael said he warred 21 days. At Daniel's prayer, he warred 21 days at his prayer. And then he reported to what happened to Daniel, which is not totally written about, because there was much more that Michael said in that time. So in this time, this season's we're entered the 21st year of Archangel Michael warring. And the ones that are not sealed with the Spirit of God, heart of God, Spirit of God, the frontal lobe, pineal gland, however you say it, pineal gland, your focus is on him, with him, in him, through him, and you're being transformed. But the ones that fail to enter, that were supposed to enter in, there's a certain time in a season where you must enter in. You must enter in. If you fail to enter in, they'll diagnose you with schizophrenia, insanity, because these territorial demons, if you want to know about territorial demons, just watch a good gangster movie where one gang owns a certain territory, another gang owns a certain territory, and you don't cross their turf. Okay, so this is something that goes on spiritually. It is fought spiritually. We do not war against flesh and blood, but principalities in high places. So I'm totally expecting on the seventh day, the Sabbath evening and morning, the Sabbath weekend this weekend, to see some major crap happen that I don't want to really see, but I have to give you the news. I have to give you the news from Jesus Christ himself. So, for what it's worth, we'll talk about it some more. But Jonah has to go to Nineveh. You can throw all your stuff overboard. You can leave your house, but the enemy's coming for the leadership, and he's totally allowed to come to the liars and also the wishy-washy people. But right now, it's the liars, the ones that stand on God's stages. And it's the church liars have to be judged first, because they're on the stages claiming they're of Jesus Christ, and they are not. Hold on your helmet, the helmet of salvation, your breastplate of righteousness, and stand in position with him now in the name of Jesus.